Okay, welcome back. This is what we're going to do. That's what we call the clay pouring process. Okay, now if I don't burn myself, I'm going to get out of here. I've got my crock pot right here, behind me, right here, with the clay in it. I also have the stand and the mask right here, which you saw me put down. Okay. Pull this off. Leave it intact. Reach inside. Grab said bags. Pull them out. Okay. You can see the inside. It's got all the details and everything that he sculpted that's in the silicone. Okay. Turns out I did a good enough wrap job that it's not wobbling. Notice how the silicone's staying on the inside of the form. It's not wobbling. So I don't need to really pin anything down. What I need to do is put this in a bucket right here. Put this in this bucket right here. Like that, so it's stabilized, right? Then you stir your clay up. You want to make sure you get all the lumps and bumps and everything out. I've got this on a low setting. I had it on high to melt it down fast. If you leave your clay on a high setting, it will burn. If you put it on low or warm, it will not burn. It will melt, it will coagulate on warm, but it will not burn. You need to stir it when you have it on low, because it won't necessarily burn, but it will stick to the bottom. Take said pot, make sure you got all your, and then just slowly and gently pour that melted clay into the, I do a high pour, so I can get it all in there. Gotta be careful not to burn myself. That pot of clay is going to fill up probably about half the mask. Okay? It's filled up about halfway. Not even halfway. It's about a third. So this is going to take 2 more times to do this. I'm going to have to put some more clay in here. I've got a bin right here that I can do. Cut this out. Break it out. Put it in the pot. It's going to take a while to melt down. And from that, this is just clay that I had and I melted down, and I take these dishes. These are like Applebee's containers, and I save them when I go out to eat. Take a take-home thing. These are containers that you can use. Put the clay in there, melt it down, get as much clay out as you can. Like I said, these are resistant. If they're microwavable type containers, you can use them to store clay in. You can use them to store clay. So then I just go in here and scrape all this clay out, put it in the pot, let it melt. I've got another one back here. Same thing. There's bits and pieces of clay on here that need to be cleaned up. I've got some that's on a brush. I'm just going to throw that entire brush away. Now, occasionally, you will have a situation where you're in the shop working, clay will get dirty. In other words, the clay I have in this is dirty. So I take all that dirty clay, these clean bits, and drop them in there. But to clean this off, I take all this, whatever this is, this debris and all that stuff that gets on there, silicone bits and dust and everything. Dump that out. Then I wash the clay off, because the surface is the only thing that's really dirty. Then this is a thin container, so I will break this off, put that clay in there, melt it all down, and have a nice full pot of clay, to which I will pour in here again and hopefully fill it up with that. So there you go. That's just the quickest. Like I said, it's quick, fast, easy. Let that sit. It will coagulate. It will solidify. When this gets fully poured up, which will probably be all day today, tomorrow I will do a demold. The demold will happen. I may have to prep this thing, but I will demold it before I prep it. And we will see exactly how it turns out. If there are any defects in it, I can fix them. Won't be a problem. Like I said, that's the entire process. It's not very hard. And like I said, when you have a sculpt and you work hard on it like Gary did, you want to save that work. Because if you ever need to go back to it, this is how you do it. This is exactly how you do it. Same as I did with the part 4, the part 7, all that. Save the work. Because if you want to go back to it, you can pour it up, bring it right back exactly how you sculpted it, modify it, enlarge it, whatever you need to do. And that's pretty much it. So there we go. Alright, we'll see y'all probably tomorrow. I'm going to be working here constantly on this thing. Okay. Alright, we're back out here today. I re-poured this mold that we made. I'll put it over here on top of the latex bucket. Re-poured this mold that we made. Filled it up. Now we're going to take it apart, okay? I'm going to gently peel some of this spilled clay off of here because it splashed and spilled off. But it's up to the line where the flange is. If I have to fill it in underneath, I can do that. I can just take clay, bulk it up, shape it out, do that type of thing. That's cosmetic stuff. Okay? What we're going to do is we're going to take this out of the bucket. And I get out. And I put this in the bucket. And now it's filled up in the bucket. And it has... should be able to get it out of the bucket. Because it's heavy. Oh, Lord! I should have taken this thing. See, some of it spilled over the back. Should have just filled the bottom. And then when it stood on its own, I could have filled it up, but then it would have wobbled and fallen all over the place. I didn't want to do that. See, I need an extra pair of hands in here. I'll turn it over, set it down on its head. See if that'll do it. I'll stand it up. There we go. See, a little shaking, a little tenderizing. Comes right out. Here we go. See, so we got the whole thing molded in clay. There's a little bit of spillage where the clay came down and spilled in over the thing. That's okay. That's nitpicky details. Alright, so now take the plaster shell off. And like I said, if this happens to break away, that's okay because I can redo it if I need to. That's no big deal. The silicone form is still the major thing that's good. And I'll re-split that up the back if necessary. Now, so everybody knows, when you save the work like this, and you clay pour it back up, that's not recasting, that is remolding. See, everybody likes to throw that stupid R word around, like, oh, he's stealing people's work. No, no. When you have something that you made, I did not make this particular one, but when you have something that you have made, and you want to reshape it, reform it, retool it, do whatever, you can silicone it and save it. Hollywood has been doing that for decades. Way back in the 60s and 70s when silicone was first come out, they'd sculpt something, they'd have to make multiple copies of it. This is exactly how they did it. Where do you think I learned it from? People in the industry, not people in the hobby, people in the industry. Stan Winston Studios, places like that. Even Tom Savini will tell you. He may not be an advocate for it, but he will tell you that, yes, that's what they do. Yes, this is exactly what they do. The thing is there's a lot of young, petulant people in this hobby on Facebook that don't realize us older guys like me and some other people, and I had somebody call me today personally on the phone and lend support and everything, and I'm not going to mention who it is. I want to thank them very much for doing that. That shows that they care about an individual, and it's okay. It's fine. I mean, you know, I'm at peace with having blocked all the little petulant babies that keep running around crying foul and this, that, and the other. That doesn't bother me anymore because I know in my heart what I'm doing. And, oh, you don't hold any accountability. Really, liberal? Really, liberal? You want to tell me I don't hold any accountability? Ha! Shit. But I'm just saying, this is not recasting. See, people fucking like racist, the word racist. People have used that word so many times, they don't even know what it means. But here we go. We're just doing this right here. We're going to pull this off. And I'm going to pull the sleeve off here. So the back came off right here. It's got a little bit of clay thing. I'll put that up there. I can peel the clay off and put it back in there. Okay, now we need to get the front off. And this clay is hardened up, so I can't, I don't have to worry about that. And see, there's still a little bit of seepage and leakage in there where it's come down, it's running between the silicone and the shell. Okay, now, this is it. I will take this and tear it down the back the same way it got sealed up, see? Now, you remember I sealed that up? I can just take this and gently pull it, and it will come apart. That GE number 1 sealed it together, but you could still peel it back the same way it came. Okay? That just goes to show, and I can redo it if I have to redo it. I can do it, and it will come out the same way. Okay? Now I have to put this on a stand or something somewhere where it won't get dirty, it won't get defected, it won't do anything like that. And here it is. This is the unveiling of the sculpting that the customer did. Okay? And there's probably going to be some little beauty issues, beauty marks, that type of thing, that will likely be in it, that will hinder it a little bit. But for the most part, it's going to come out exactly like he sculpted it. Exactly. Exactly as he sculpted it. He did a great job with the silicone. I've been talking to him about the silicone to use and that type of thing. It's going to flip-flop back and forth. The thing is, with this, I don't want to rip the sleeve any more than it is. So, for his sake and his benefit, I'll see, and it's doing it already. Oh, that was already there. That's part of the one that I... Okay, cool. Alright, so I take this out, flip it over, pull it off. He's got it signed in the back. I didn't even know that. BK Studios. What is that? BK Studios. Cool. Okay, he did slip it up way up here. So I don't have to worry about further ripping the sleeve. BKST SRG, I think. I'll have to get with you and find out what that is. But here we go. We're going to pull the sleeve right off. And voila! Exactly as he sculpted it. Look at that. Exactly as he sculpted it. All the details, everything. There it is. Exactly as he did it. See? That's what I'm talking about. Now I can mold this in UltraCal and make a latex copy, a master for him. Okay? Now what I'm going to probably suggest is I could put this on a stand and sculpt the neck down just a little bit further for you around. So if it becomes a latex mask, or you can do that yourself. However you want to do that. So if you respond to the video, let me know how you want to do that. Because what I will do is I will drill a hole in here with a drill. I'll put this on the stand with the PVC pipe. And then I will sculpt. I'll make it flush to the stand. I'll sculpt the clay and around to make the neck a little bit bigger, extended wise. To fit around somebody's neck. Unless you want to cut this all the way up the back. But that's going to be you. You're the original artist. I'm just trying to help out a little bit with, you know, further making this. Because I'm assuming you want to make latex masks since you're getting a latex master. But I can do that. And then what we can do is make the UltraCal copy of this and have extended neck portion. Because this is a very, very short neck. I know it's one of the first sculptures that you've done. But you can see, you know, it's a very short neck. And so let me know. I will set this aside on the silicone and make sure it didn't get damaged. And then work that up to put it on the bust. Like I said, take a drill bit and drill out the clay where I can put it on the sand and then work it. Okay. Alright. So there we go. It's exactly as he sculpted it. Exactly. All the details came out. There might be a little bit of discrepancy, like on the back with the flange fold that can come off, and the neck needs to be built up a bit better. But like I said, this is exactly as he sculpted it. So, there you go. That's why you save the work. It took me a day, one day, put this together. One day to clay pour it. I can't imagine how many months it took for him to sculpt this perfectly. Okay? That's why I say save the work. Because if he had to redo this whole thing again, with life getting in the way and all that stuff, you would never finish it. I mean, you got kids, you're married, you got this, you got that, and the things that come up and happen, you'd never be able to finish it. And he did a fantastic job on this. I mean, this is beautiful. It's better than mine to a degree. But like I said, you know, this is why when you put hours and hours and hours and months and days and weeks and shit in sculpting something, and then you do it, and then you go back and people, oh, that's dog shit. That doesn't look good. Blah blah. Okay, all right. You want to try to hurt my feelings? Fine. I'll retool it, redo it, make it better. Take that negativity and all that stuff that people throw at you, ball it up in a little bit of anger, and then just put it right back in your work and make it better. Don't let these petulant little children get on your nerves and get in your head and try to go, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that. You're not doing it. I am. And the person that made this is. I am helping him out. Okay? I am making a latex copy for him. Okay? So there you go. So there is no recasting. There is no any of this negative bullshit that you guys want to put out there on the internet to make yourself look important or try to push me down or try to keep me under your thumb. That's all childish third grade bullshit horseplay. And that's not happening anymore. It's not. So there you go. This is what it's all about. Saving the work. And that's all I could say about that.